What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Captain's Logs. I'm your host, once again, Captain Redbeard, also known as Chance, if you see me out in the real world. Once again, this is the podcast where I practice looking into a camera while I speak, because despite streaming and really enjoying it, I can't record videos, offline, because I'm so bad at looking at a camera. So we're trying to get a little better at that. Couple things I want to talk about. First off, I want to thank everyone for any kind of success that the podcast has been having. I know it's not like huge or anything, but I am getting more views with every episode I post. And so I do hugely appreciate that. And hopefully it just, if it just continues to grow, it continues to grow and it'll just get bigger and bigger. I'm by no means, here, 1 minute, dead air, I'm going to drink some Dr. Pepper. Give you guys a little warning. Anyways, I'm not a big content creator by literally any stretch of the means. I'm barely monetized on Twitch, and I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. I have a goal to change that. But I'm just in that right sweet spot of popular enough where random people see me on Twitch sometimes, but not popular enough to keep people out of my DMs. All the time I'll get shills from people trying to get me to buy. It's normally artists trying to get me to buy their art for the stream, whether that's new stream icons or bio screens or things like that. And normally they're very pushy and very rude, but I had someone come into my stream the other day that my hat's all messed up. Had someone come into my stream the other day that was actually very kind. They read through my bio, they chatted with me about it, we talked about One Piece, and they were great. And they asked me, hey, is this something you'd be interested in? I said, hey, I normally don't pay for any of this kind of stuff. I do this for fun. I don't take it too seriously. So no, I normally don't pay for art, but I'd definitely be willing to take a look at their stuff. So after stream, I find that they send me a couple Discord messages to look at their art. I'm not going to drop their name or anything, obviously, but I looked at their art and it was very good. But like I said, I don't pay for stuff. And so I told her, I was like, hey, your stuff looks great. I'm not interested though. It's not for me. And she was like, well, don't you want to know how much it is? She's like, I don't break the bank. And I was like, well, anything more than $5 is practically breaking my bank. It's not that bad, but I don't make much money at all doing content creation. So I don't plan on really putting that much money into it. I put whatever I make back into it, but I'm not going to waste it on art for my bio screen on Twitch. You know what I mean? And I make that joke that, hey, anything over $5 is going to break the bank. And she got back to me and she's like, well, we could do one of your text windows for $5, but none of the others. Which to me, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, because I'm not going to have one window that looks good and have the other four look like ass. So I was like, no, I'm not interested. I'm like, sorry, I'm just not interested. To which this person's entire demographic shifts from being super nice the entire 12 hours I've been messaging off and on. Her entire demographic switched to, she was like, wow, $5? Brokey can't even spare $5. And then she linked the Pokemon clip where she's like, if you're broke, just say that. And then she blocked me before I could respond. And I was like, what the hell? What even is going on here? It was ridiculous. So I got to deal with that at tail end of last week. So that was fun. Some of you may have noticed, I don't know how many viewers of the podcast watch my regular content, but some of you may have noticed that I started streaming on YouTube Shorts as well as Twitch. And I want to say that's been great. Every time I've gone live, I've gone up 2+ subscribers, which I'll totally take. I'm at a point where I'm pretty low. I'm above 50. For those of you who missed my 50 sub stream, I'm sorry. We had some good Ask Me Anythings come out of it. But I'm past 50 subs, and I'm getting a couple every time I go live, and that's really cool. I have a goal to hit 500 YouTube subs by my birthday, which is mid-July. So, like, we'll just say by July 15th, not my birthday, but by July 15th, we'd like to get me to 500 subs on YouTube. So if y'all could subscribe, I'd hugely appreciate it. It's not needed, but who knows? You know, maybe it doesn't cost you nothing. It's free. I've said previously that I want to start doing like little reviews on this, but I haven't finished any games. But I did watch a couple. I'm not a big movie guy, but I did watch a couple movies just this weekend. My wife finally made me watch Shrek 2 and 3. I've only ever seen the first one a couple times. And I would say Shrek 2 was really good. I think Shrek 2 was the better Shrek. And I think Shrek 3 is the worst Shrek so far. But all in all, I thought they're both very good. Decent time. I watched both the movies in one day, which most people who know me would know that 2 movies in one day is a bit extreme of a pace for me. I'm not a big movie guy. But I did like both those movies. I thought they were both decent. If I had to rate them, I'd give like Shrek 3 like a 6.5, and I'd give Shrek 2 like, we'll say a 7.5, 7.6. We'll do 7.6 on Shrek 2. Letting on dead air while I check my little notes on what to talk about. So I decided recently, I haven't told my wife this yet, so well, I mean, she may not be happy about it because she's also my editor. She edits some of my videos. But I decided that every day for the month of May, I'm going to either go live or post a video. There will be some kind of content every day in the month of May. Hey, that kind of rolls off the tongue nicely. But that's the goal, and the goal is strictly to pump up my YouTube numbers. I want to get to 500 subs by the time my birthday happens. And so we'll see if we get there. If we get there, I'll like make a community poll, and whatever like the most picked normal person result is, I'll do a stream using that idea. You know, I have to clarify the normal person result. Like the not goober, not brain rotted result is the one I will be doing. And that I'm the sole arbiter of what that means. So, you know, deal with it. But that's also, I want to say, not including the podcast. The podcast will be its entirely own separate thing. Still come out every Monday. I'm recording this Monday at 6:30 p.m. So obviously I missed my 11 a.m. drop again because I'm a stupid idiot and I can't remember to record on Sundays, and I actually had to work today. So that's unfortunate, but you know, it's whatever. But if any of you could help me with my goal, that would be awesome, and help me think of a punishment for if I miss too many days during the month of May, which the goal is to miss 0. So if I miss any more than 0, we know something's wrong. Also, something else that happened this week, I participated in a Pokemon tournament. Scraw VGC hosted like the largest Pokemon tournament of all time. It was set at like 10,000 people, and I was on the wait list at like 10,700. So I woke up unsure of even if I was even participating in the tournament because I was on the wait list. But I ended up getting bumped to the wait list. And I know for a fact, like, I didn't play optimally. I wasn't in the right headspace. I had a bad headache. But I had a really good time playing. I only played 3 games. I had other stuff going on that day, so I dropped after 2 losses because I knew I wouldn't be making day 2. But really good time. I enjoyed it quite a lot, and I hope he does something like that in the future. But it seemed like everyone I played against had a good time. So my last game, I was actually a bit peeved about because I don't think we went into best of 3. We didn't. We didn't make it all the way to the third game. We did 2 games. In the first game, I lost because I got double crit, 2 crits, 2 turns back to back that took out Pokemon it should not have taken out. So that was fine. And then game 2 comes in and I miss a Poltergeist. It's like, that's fine, whatever. And I got good positioning, good footing. And then it came down to the last attack of the game. I would have won. It was a 37% Garchomp, and all I had to do was land my Poltergeist. And I whiffed. I whiffed it again, and I lost. It's like, okay, whatever. It's a good thing I already had stuff going on that day. And I had an excuse to stop playing. But I do think the team I was running has decent potential. We'll have to play with it more, and we'll see what's going on. For those of you who don't know, I work in the convention space, setup and teardown of conventions. And while I work, if I do a lot of setup alone, I'll listen to YouTube videos just, through an earbud. Not really podcasts, but more video essay type things. And today I listened to the damn near 4-hour video Wolf Glick did of ranking every single Pokemon, which pretty decent takes in my opinion for the most part. I think the Barbaracle Slander hurts a little bit. I have a soft spot for that guy. He was on the team of the game I played that got me back into Pokemon after a couple year hiatus, which was Pokemon X. I played it right at the end of its lifespan. I actually picked up Pokemon X and Pokemon Sun on the same day. So that goes to show that I pretty much skipped the whole generation of Pokemon X. But Barbaracle was on the team that I played through, and it was quite nice. I liked it a lot. So a very special spot in my heart for the rock guy. But beyond that, I digress. Wanted to announce that my favorite Pokemon, Breloom, happened to be rated in the top 200 Pokemon by Mr. VGC himself. So go team. Go team. Of course, he's not the best, but I was happy to see that he's decently good enough where it wouldn't be shocking if he got a result, and he's cute enough to make it to the top 200, because those were 2 factors. So I like that a whole lot. Once again, I don't think I got any comments on the podcast last week. Let's go into some dead air while I check that. Yeah, I did not get any comments. So that's fine, whatever. I would like to go over comments. So if you have any questions or anything you want to pick my brain about, go ahead and leave a comment on either YouTube or Spotify, and I'll read it and get around to it. Be normal, please, though. Don't ask me anything weird. People in my chat tend to ask me weird stuff, and it kind of makes me paranoid about other content I post, because I'm worried they're going to be weird like they were in over on Twitch. I want to say that we did get back to D&D this week. D&D was great. They found and fought the necromancer, and it all went well. There was a heroic sacrifice of not really a pet, not really a follower, but there was an owl that would appear from time to time to the group, and there was a heroic sacrifice of that owl, and the god of nature that I created for this homebrew actually came and rose the spirit from the owl to serve as kind of like an astral familiar to the paladin who had a special connection with this owl. So I'm excited to see where that goes, where he goes with that. But it was a very tender moment, very sweet. And now I have one of my party members, the paladin, asking if you can kill a god. And definitely not yet, but it's something that would definitely be possible if we were to play this campaign long enough. But with that, I think I'm all about out of stuff to talk about. I feel like this was kind of a shorter podcast today, more in the 15-minute range, but that's fine. Any time is great. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them below. Any comments about any bad takes I might have. I don't think I have any bad takes. I think they're all flawless. But I'm sure you guys will be quick to let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. I'd appreciate a follow. Join the crew wherever you're watching this. And I'll see you next time.